What's up, everybody? Crazy Eights here with another Transformers review. Again, from Age of the Primes, we are looking at Megatronus the Fallen, one of the 13 Primes. So, we'll take a look at the box, and then we'll get into the figure and accessories and comparisons, alt modes, all that good stuff. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Alright, so here is the Age of the Primes new box format. You have alt mode right here, which is Megatronus in tank mode, and you got a picture of him in bot mode. You got a good view of Megatronus in the plastic packaging. I feel like the box is much bigger than it needs to be. Could have been smaller and could have saved on space and all that. But hey, what do I know? 38 steps to transform him. Got his name and stuff down here. You got the gold bar for the Age of the Primes, stuff like that. You got a great, nice picture of him right here. Close up from on the side there. Age of the Prime stuff on the bottom again. This side of the box, he is a leader class. Till all as one, and we got a different view and different primes. And he's right there, actually. There's Optimus, right? That was like Optimus. That dude looks pretty cool. Till all one. Right here, Megatronus, the Fallen. Boring bottom, but you do have a barcode. You know, if anyone needs it, I'm hooking you up. And this side of the box is the product shot. You got Megatronus, robot mode, alt mode, weapon, more weapons. So it's stuff that you can do with him. So with that being said, let's free him from his box. So here we go. Here he is in the box. You got a bunch of accessories hanging out, strapped in. You got something gift wrapped for me right here. Here's the directions, and you get this stuff. So let's get him out of this, and so we can get a look at him. Okay, so here he is out of the packaging, and I really thought they were going to be using the Earthrise Megatron mold, because when I saw the tank mode, I was like, oh, tell me they're not going to do this mold again. But I was wrong. This thing is a lot bigger than that one, so thank God. All right, so just a quick spin. You could just see what he looks like. A little bit of a backpack, but not too bad. Trying to see if there's any hollow bits. A little bit on the inside of the leg, but nothing that's too noticeable. Maybe up here in the arms, but it's not too bad. It really isn't. Let's see, waist looks good. No holes through the waist. Not bad, not bad. So pretty solid through and through. Let's get into the details of the figure itself. Gotta bring up the camera really high on this one. All right. So that head sculpt is really menacing. He's got like the gray helmet with a purple crest, and that goes all the way around, that purple. And then he got this yellow eyes and a nice yellow like face grill. It kind of looks like medieval knight vibes. Chest has some great moldings as well. Got the purple and yellow here and some little yellow here. And again, some more yellow on the side here. Some purple up top. A lot of good details on this thing. Got some spikes going down his legs. That's pretty cool. Got big chunky feet to keep him balanced. On the back, these things are on his backpack. More spikes. Not bad though. They're really good looking figure. Since I can run longer on YouTube, I'm gonna do articulation. He can go look. He can do the Exorcist. No, can't really look up. Slightly look down a little bit. 360 on the arms. No butterfly joint. About 90 degrees, a little higher. Yep. Arm swivel. Wrist swivel, and he could open his hands, not the thumb, but his other fingers can be opened up. Let's see. They could go all the way out like that too. Yep, he can full range. Get the hip skirt out the way, you could go all the way back. Good enough for the knee. Well, he could slightly turn that, but he could turn at the knee, he could turn it all the way around. Toe tilt up, a little bit down. Yep, all that good stuff. So he's got some good posability coming out of this guy, which is nice. Now let's take a look at his accessories to see what he comes with. And he comes with a lot. Move him over. Alright, so here's everything he comes with. We'll start from the top and work our way to the bottom. Comes with some flame effects. These two are on his shoulder. So yeah, it's cornered up, has a peg that you could plug into his shoulders. Got two of these. Got two more flame effects. Basically, he's like a walking furnace. It's got this accessory, black hilt, silver blade. It's got some decoration on the blade itself. It's very nice. It's got a handle to his axe, all done in purple. Got some detail on the sides. Here's the head of the axe. It's purple with a nice like metallic purple with some silver. It's got a missile pod, 5 missiles in it. That pegs into something. It's got this part. Looks like a barrel for the tank mode. Some hollow bits, but that's gonna be at the bottom. And then this part, this is like an arm cannon, I'm assuming. It's got that on the top. So those are the accessories. So now let's see how these things work and how they integrate into the robot. First things first, this missile pod goes right up here. If I could get it in, it looks so much easier on the manual. There we go. All right, missile pod on there. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna take this, and where does it go on? I had it right the first time. Now the top part is gummy, but this is how this goes on. So now you have the full effect, and we'll just plop that right in here, like so. Not supposed to fall down. You're not supposed to fall down when you hold your weapon. What kind of prime are you? So this thing will go like anyone would name Megatron. Megatron is his name. That goes right there. This could go right here. Then you gotta open his hands first and then slide it in. There we go. I feel like that should be bigger. I don't know. It looks too small. Cannon head goes right up there. And now for the fun part, the flame effects. Okay, so there he is, fully armed up and on fire. I kind of wish they gave him like a Ghost Rider effect for his head too. I think that would look really cool, but I know nothing about this guy, so I don't know if he's new to the group and new to the lore, or he's an old dude and just remodeled. I'm not sure, but he looks like a walking furnace anyway with all these vents going on and stuff, so I figured I would like to see the smoke coming out of his head. He kind of reminds me of, I don't know why I'm thinking this, but like King from One Piece. I don't know where the correlation came from, but I guess because of the fire. I don't know. Don't judge me. Now for weapon storage, you could put everything on his back. These have holes right there, and there's a slot right there for this to be held if you want to have weapon storage. All right, so let's get into some comparisons before we get them all transformed up. All right. First things first, let's get this one out the way. Don't know if they're the same or they story-wise, but here's the fallen from Studio Series Revenge of the Fallen. Huh. Duh. Alright, so you can see how these two look. I don't know if these have anything to do with each other, but I went with the name Fallen and Fallen. Two totally different looks, completely. Well, the movies had a way different look than anything else. But here are those two together. Here's with Optimus Prime. Here he is with his fellow 13, Solus Prime. She's tiny. And Primer Prime. And here's a group shot of all the, well, I put the others away. My Rodimus, my Nova, and Vector. But here he is with his fellow 13 and Optimus. So now for the fun part, let's get him all transformed up into his alt mode. Alright, and here we are back from transformation. And he is a really long tank. And he rolls really well. Let's take a look at it. It's got a lot of spikes going on, which is really cool. They're picked out in silver as well. So we'll start with the front. As you can see, it's not bad. It really is a pretty nice looking tank mode. Can swivel, which is nice. This can go, well, kind of go up and down, not really. But here's the bottom, very clean. No robot. Well, his head's right there, but you can't really see it that well. Now, let's see what we could do with the accessories. So before we even get into that, I had this wrong. This is how it should look. I had this on backwards. So here it is. He looks better that way. It looks more like a tank. Again, this does swivel, which is nice. But yeah, I had this on wrong. And it can go up and down. It doesn't really stay, but you can get it to go up and down as well. Alright, so you could hear the flame effects. Now these they said to put on the sword, but why would I want to do that? I think it looks much better just like that, instead of putting them on the sword and then putting the sword on yeah, we ain't doing that. They do say though, with the weapons, you do combine these two, and this goes on the side of it like here, which I don't know. Let's just, oh wait, I'm sorry, do it like this. You have that going on. It don't look so bad because it hugs the side really well. But that's what you can do for storage as far as weapons go. But the flames, I wish there was more flames. I like to see us decked out like a Ghost Rider type vehicle with more flames. But yeah, so that's what it looks like in alt mode. I know what you're asking. What does it look like with all the others? I'm glad you asked. So here is what he looks like with Optimus Prime. Apples and oranges. Prime is a Earth mode car and truck. He's a Cybertronian murder death tank. But you can see how they look together. As far as size goes, yeah, this is definitely a bigger vehicle. If you want to look at it, if you want to go like this, yeah. Prime is very tiny compared to him. Now, this one is going to be a little bit hard to do because I don't know what the hell this is, but here he is with Studio Series of Fallen. And it looks like I need a fly swatter because that looks like a roach. But here he is. He's supposed to be a Cybertronian ship of some sort. I don't know how these go on, but you get the idea. Here he is with Primer Prime. See how, and this is like medium size and large size, really. And then if you want to see like lengthwise, who's taller? So I'll bring it down more. Of course, you know, Megatronus is a bigger boy. But not least, here is with Solus Prime, who is the smaller of the three so far. So we got three different sizes for primes: small, medium, and large. I know Optimus is supposed to be extra large, but I'll bring these closer. I don't know why we're so far away. There we go. But yeah, she is small. She could right up there if you wanted to. That's alt mode, and these flame effects are awesome. I just wish there was more. Really, really cool. You could probably put them in other spots too. There's this place up here you could put them. If you wanted to put them up there as well, you could do that. Where else? Put them on the sides here. If you want to pull this off and have that going on, you could do that too. Kind of wish I had ports for all the flames, different flames to put in there, so you could be all burnt up, burning up. That'd be really cool. Add-on kits, please. Make more flames for this guy. He needs it. Anyway, that's it for alt mode for Megatronus. Alright, so that was my look at Megatronus the 13 from Age of the Primes. He's one of the 13 primes. Out of the 3 that came out so far, I think he's the best one. And the other 2 are up there, but he beats them both by a landslide. Alt mode and robot mode are both nice. Flame effects are really awesome. Kind of wish there was more. Kind of wish in robot mode, in alt mode and robot mode, we had more flames. In robot mode, I kind of wish he had more, like, something going on with, like, on his head, like Ghost Rider, and I kind of wished in alt mode he had some more flames, as well as Ghost Rider's, like, motorcycle has with the flames on the wheels. Kind of wish the treads had some kind of flame effect going on as well. But maybe there'll be a DNA kit or an upgrade kit that will have that, and if it gets it, I definitely will be the first one to buy it. Accessory wise, he comes with 2 swords, well, a sword and like a trident almost, and a hand cannon, which is really nice. Yeah, I like the hand cannon. These things, like, they could go in a drawer somewhere, but I do like the hand cannon look. This figure is showing up in your stores, so take a look. I feel like Walmart's stocking them better than Target is. But correct me if I'm wrong, in TNT Neon Prime, he probably would know more than I would, but I believe this is coming 1 a case. So I think he gets shipped out with Grimlock, and it might be two Grimlocks and 1 of him. So he might be kind of hard to find in the stores. But he is there, so keep an eye out. Anyway, that's it for this video. I do hope you all enjoyed this. Stay safe and stay healthy. And enjoy your toys. Crazy 8s is out.